Thanks for joining me again here with More with Less. I want to talk a little bit about my Chrysler 300. This is my beautiful 2006 Chrysler 300. It's got about 120,000 miles on it. I bought it with just over 100. And my last car was also a Chrysler 300, and I sold it with about 185,000 miles on it. Now, some people would be asking, what in the world are you doing driving an old car like that? And the main reason I drive an old car like that is because I work a lot on the road. I spend a lot of time on the road and have been putting over 40,000 miles a year on my vehicles. And as most of you know, I don't recommend that you have a vehicle that depreciates like crazy because of the miles you're putting on it. But if you buy an older vehicle that's in good shape, you don't have to worry about it depreciating. I bet you I could drive this thing for 40,000 more miles and sell it for the $4,500 I've got in it. I didn't pay much for it. Everything was working, and so that's the reason I drive a Chrysler 300. But I have an inexpensive car because of the cost-benefit analysis. I want a car that gets me from place to place comfortably. This is a luxury edition. I want a car that is reliable because I have to be on site, I have to do the work. I used to use compact cars. I actually had a Kia Sophia back in the day, and I've had other compact cars. But the older I've gotten, the harder it is on my body to be on the road. And so I needed a kind of a luxury car. But most people don't care if it's a 2006 or a 2026. It really doesn't matter to most people. My recommendation to everybody that follows my channel is to remember that a car is for one main thing. It's from getting you from point A to point B. You don't need a car to prove that you are a worthy human being to the neighbors down the street. You don't have to prove anything. If you have to prove something to a boyfriend or girlfriend, that by having a car that you're making payments on, probably not the person you're going to want to spend the rest of your life with anyway. So I recommend you own a car that you can afford, one that gets you from point A to point B in a comfortable manner. And then, you know, if you are in a world where your clientele expects you to have a more expensive car, then I can guarantee you you're making plenty of money. But when you're getting started, people don't care. In my business, people only care how good my product is. And as long as I'm not driving a car that looks like a rusty car rescued from a junk yard, it works just fine. So that's what I'm telling you today. That's why I drive a Chrysler 300, and encourage you to live within your means. I paid cash for this. I pay cash for all my cars. I paid cash for the houses behind me. I paid cash for my little camper trailer. I try to pay cash for everything so that I'm not paying the bank to own my vehicle. So that's a little bit of my philosophy. So there you go, a short More with Less.